In this video, we are going to understand what is the Cloudwatch. Cloudwatch is a service built for DevOps engineers, developers, site reliability engineers to monitor the infrastructure. It collects monitoring and operational data in the form of logs and metrics. It is fully managed by AWS and it is a paid service. So, coming to the console, you can navigate to Cloudwatch service either by searching in the search box, or you can simply go to management and governance. You will be able to locate Cloudwatch. In Cloudwatch, you can create your own dashboards. Dashboards at this moment are being charged. You can create alarms. Based on the logs, metrics and events, you will be able to create SNS to it. Right now we are not going to go in much details about it. In this video we are just exploring the metrics part of Cloudwatch. Alright, so I have clicked on metrics right now. For this video I will be sticking only to EBS metrics. So let me navigate to EBS. So if you look at here, there are 334 metrics for EBS resource only. All right, now we have a lot many volumes, but for this video I'm going to stick to volume ReadOPS and volume WriteOPS. So at any point of time you can search volume ReadOPS. See, you will be able to navigate to it. Also you can search volume WriteOPS. All right, this way. So right now I will go to EBS where I am seeing all the metrics of volume. So for one given volume I am selecting volume WriteOPS, and for the same volume I am selecting ReadOPS. All right, the metrics that you have selected will appear in graph metrics tab this way. All right, you can change the type of a graph like a stacked area, number, bar or pie. Most preferably it is line or stacked area because that gives a clear visualization. You can change the time range also. For now I'll stick to 6 weeks. Let me change it to 4 weeks. All right, right now for this volume, this particular volume, I have two graphs, one for ReadOPS and second one is for WriteOPS. That is read operations per second, write operations per second. I can change the statistics to average, minimum, maximum, and I can change the period also. This is the sampling period. So I prefer it as average and period is 1 minute. Now, next part is, suppose the requirement is I want to understand read and write operations collectively at any point of time, which means I want this graph and the second graph value to be added as a part of third graph. Right, let me repeat it. So right now you see two graphs, one is for read, one is for write. All right, so if I look at if we look at the screen right now, WriteOPS are 48,000, ReadOPS are 7,000. right, I want third graph to be plotted wherein I will have the sum of read and WriteOPS for respective time. All right, so the best way to do that is click on math expressions. You can click on common functions and then you click on sum. That way whatever metrics you have selected, you will have a third graph or third expression or third plotting which will sum whatever metrics are available. This is one way of doing it. All right, So let me just quickly mouse over to one of the point. Now if you look at expression 1, the value is 458, that is the summation of 397k plus 61k. All right, let me navigate to other uh, point so that it will be more clear. Expression 1, that is the summation of volume read plus volume write ops, that is summation of 80k plus 29k, which comes out to be 109k. Right, there is another way by which you can add an expression, that is start with empty expression. Here what you can do is you can simply type m1 plus m2 and you should be good. So if I see expression 1 and expression 2, ideally speaking the value should match, and it is matching right now. All right, this way you will be able to perform any arithmetic operations on the metrics that you have configured or that you have selected. For an example, now let me just remove this log, this expression for a moment. This expression E2 is nothing but total of read plus write-ops. All right. I want an average of read. I want an average of read ops only. So let me just start with an empty expression. This is nothing but read, let us say read percentage, not an average, read percentage. Right, now this is nothing but read percentage. For read percentage I will require metric of read ops, so I'm selecting m2. All right, m2 divided by the total, that is e2 into 100. This is read ops percentage. So if I look at the graph right now, the percentage of read ops is 22%. Let me add another expression which will tell us write ops percentage. This is nothing but m1 divided by e2. Right now what I'm saying is that what I'm doing is that instead of e2 I am just summing up m1 plus m2 divided by into 100. Right, now we have learned two techniques. One, you can simply make use of adding a expression, or you can simply write arithmetic operations. Let me just quickly mouse over to one of the point. See, 50% of write, 49% of read. So if you calculate 7k for read and write, so approximately it is the same. However, total is 15k. Let me take another example, 44 and 9. So 82% is the write operation percentage and 17% is the read ops percentage. So this way we can configure our own expressions so that we'll be able to understand. Right, now you can simply uncheck, and let me just quickly plot only percentage, read ops percentage and write ops percentage. So if you look at here, this graph looks like this. Right, at the same time what I will do is I will add an if statement. So if at any point of time, if you make any mistakes in the expression, you will see this box be highlighted. All right, if let us say my write operations percentage, that is E3, is greater than 50%, then I will say it is 100 or else I will say it is 0. Alright. So one thing which I have noticed is that if is the keyword that is case sensitive. See, if is case sensitive. So if, this will give you an error. Instead, you will have to type in if, that is case sensitive, and that's in caps. Alright. So if E3, that is write operations percentage, if it is greater than 50, then I'm plotting it as 100, otherwise it is 0. Alright. Alright. So this way, so you will understand how to write if. Although this if might not be relevant for you, I have just given an example how you can write if statements. Alright. So just because it is not relevant, it might not make sense, so I'm removing it at the moment. So this graph looks like this. We have read and write operations. Alright. At the same time we have percentage. So we have these many expressions with us. Now let us make use of graph options. So if you look at the graph right now, at times this volume read operations is reaching towards 579k. So let us take help of graph options, wherein you have horizontal annotations. You can add an annotation wherein if it is greater than, okay, here if it is below 10,000, or let me say it, if it is less than 30,000, then we are safe. So then we are safe, meaning that our system is very much in control, we are experiencing adequate traffic. All right, so I will say safe. All right, I will add one more annotation. I will say it's a warning, wherein I will say if it is between 485k, and if it is more than, let us say 98k, let me say 78k. All right, it's a warning. I will add one more annotation wherein I will say it's critical, wherein I will say if it is above this, then we are in trouble. Okay, so if you look at the graph right now, you will clearly understand at what time, at what instances we ran into a problem. So instead of keeping the graph plain like this, because here you will have to apply a lot of energy and efforts to understand what is going wrong, you can simply put horizontal annotations and you will understand where you are running into a problem. All right, that is all in this video. If you like the video, please subscribe and like the video. Thank you so much.